It was the kind of morning where the sun barely peeked through the clouds and the streets of Camden were already buzzing with distant horns and hurried footsteps. On a quiet side street, a candy-red 1967 Mustang sat idle, its hood propped up like a wounded warrior. Steam hissed from the engine. Passers-by admired it but kept walking. After all, nobody wants to touch a millionaire's broken-down car. Except her. Barely 12, grease smudged across her cheek, and oversized overalls hanging loosely from her tiny frame, Lily knelt beside the muscle car like it was a sacred relic. She didn't care who it belonged to. She only knew one thing: the car was hurt, and she could help. Lily lived with her grandfather, a retired mechanic, in a rundown duplex 2 blocks away. Her parents? She barely remembered them. Her grandpa taught her more than multiplication tables and bedtime stories. He taught her spark plugs, wrenches, and the magic of combustion engines. Fixing cars was their language, their survival, and sometimes their therapy. So, when she saw the Mustang steaming unattended, something in her heart tugged. Inside the corner cafe, Nicholas Dane watched the scene unfold through the window, his coffee untouched. He was the kind of man everyone knew, not because he wanted to be known, but because his name was stamped on buildings, charities, and luxury magazines. A self-made millionaire with everything, except joy. His Mustang was a gift from his late father, the only item he truly cared about, and it had broken down in the worst neighborhood while he was scouting locations for a youth mentorship program. Figures. He narrowed his eyes at the tiny figure crouched near the engine. Was she fixing it? Nicholas stepped outside just in time to hear the rattle of a socket wrench and the soft hum of the engine turning over, smooth and steady. "Did you just fix that?" he asked, stunned. Lily turned, wiping her hands on her overalls. "Yeah. You had a stuck thermostat and a cracked hose. Nothing major." His mouth opened, but no words came. "Who are you?" "Just Lily," she shrugged. "My grandpa taught me. He says machines are like people. You listen close enough, they tell you what's wrong." Nicholas chuckled for the first time in weeks. "He sounds like a wise man." "He is," she said proudly, then added, "but we can't afford new tools anymore. He says we'll manage, though." That hit Nicholas harder than he expected. He bent down, leveling with her. "Lily, would you like to show me where you live?" She hesitated but nodded. 2 blocks later, they stood before a worn-out house that had seen better decades. Inside, her grandpa, a gray-bearded man with kind eyes and a limp, welcomed Nicholas like an old friend. "Thanks for not yelling at her," he said. "She means well." Nicholas smiled, taking in the old tool racks, the dusty manuals, and the warmth that radiated despite the peeling paint. "This place has soul," he whispered. For the next hour, Nicholas didn't talk business. He talked life. Cars. Dreams. He watched Lily light up when she talked about building engines that ran cleaner, faster, better. It was then he made his decision. 3 weeks later, Lily and her grandpa stood in front of a gleaming new auto shop with a sign that read, "Lily's Garage, powered by heart." Fully funded, fully equipped, and completely hers. Nicholas handed her the keys. "You fixed my car, Lily. But more importantly, you fixed something in me. I forgot what it meant to care, really care. You reminded me." Tears welled in her eyes as her grandpa placed a hand on her shoulder. "But why?" she whispered. Nicholas looked her dead in the eyes. "Because sometimes, the smallest hands mend the deepest cracks. And because kindness deserves a stage just as much as success does." And from that day on, the little girl who fixed a Mustang went on to fix much more. Broken engines, broken spirits, and broken hearts. Because kindness, when fueled by love, drives farther than any Mustang ever could.